Hey Flosstube, it's Amy. Welcome back to Amytiville for part 9. Part 9 of Friday the 13th is Jason Goes to Hell, and that's about as much Jason as you're going to get in it, the title, because he's really not in it. Sorry if I've spoiled that for you, but I'm telling you, it's crap. Don't bother. My opinion. So, it's only been about 2 weeks. Yeah, which is odd for me because usually this is at best monthly. So it's only been 2 weeks, but I did say in the last video that I had some gifts to show because, when I figured out that my phone wouldn't let me, because it didn't update. If you guys have an iPhone, it did that iOS, whatever the hell we're on. And, I don't know, it used to let me record videos longer and now it doesn't, so I don't know. If there's a fix to that, let me know. Because so yeah, I did the tag 2 weeks ago and that took up a minute, so I didn't get to show the gifts, and I have since acquired more gifts. I did have a birthday Monday, the 1st. Was it Monday? It was Monday. The days all run together for me. Birthdays are no different. But I received some amazing stuff because you guys are generous, thoughtful people. Okay, so yeah, there's that. As far as life stuff, nothing to report. Had a birthday, had cake, because I don't care how old you are. Cake is, it's gotta happen. So yeah, so cake happened. I watched my favorite movie of all time. I sat over here and watched it on YouTube because it's my favorite movie, but yet I don't own it. I don't own it because, well, I had a moment of monumental dumbness. The movie's from 1986, so I mean, it's been around for a while. And I've seen it at Walmart for like $5 or whatever, and I'm like, no, I'll wait to get it. Well, now it's yeah, it's out of print, and you're not really getting it unless it's used or an import. I have seen it floating around on Amazon, used or whatever. I don't care if it's used or not. That doesn't bother me. So I'm thinking that I'm going to pick it up, because if I don't, I'm going to kick myself. What movie is that, you ask? It is a movie called Trick or Treat. Not Trick or Treat with Sam. That's totally different. This is called Trick or Treat, and it's from 1986, and it has Skippy from Family Ties in it. If you've ever seen Family Ties and you know Skippy, Mark Price is the star of that movie. He plays Eddie. And Tony Fields, who was a Solid Gold dancer, if you guys remember Solid Gold. Some of you are probably way too young to remember that. But Solid Gold was like this show. I think it used to come on Sunday nights at like 7 o'clock or whatever. And it was, I guess, like a kind of like our version of maybe Top of the Pops or American Bandstand type of thing, where, people would come on and totally lip sync their songs. And they would show like the top 10 songs of the week or whatever, and people would cover them badly. But Solid Gold was known for the Solid Gold dancers. These dancers that would come out and, do their thing to the songs. Do these like routines or whatever. But Tony Fields was one of the Solid Gold dancers, because they only had like maybe 3 guys. The rest were women. So Tony Fields was a Solid Gold dancer. He was also in Michael Jackson's Thriller video. Just saying. one of my favorite things of all time too. The thriller video is amazing. So Tony Fields, long way around it. He's also in the movie, and he plays a character called Sammy Kerr. The movie, it's cheesy. It's very 80s, and not 80s in that, you know, Breakfast Club kind of a way. It's 80s style as far as the metalhead kind of a thing. Yeah. It's not a great movie. It's really not. It's cheesy as hell. I don't care. It is my favorite movie. I have probably seen it in its entirety 40 times. No exaggeration. I might even be on the low end of that. I love this movie. It gives me such happiness. It is, I think it's a nostalgic thing for me. I saw it at a time where, you know, it was just something I related to. It was something I related to. The character Eddie in the movie, I get him. I get him. So, yeah, I watched that on YouTube because they do have it in its entirety on YouTube. So I watched it on YouTube with headphones on, and I stitched while I did that, and that's how I brought in my birthday. So, yeah, but for the most part, birthday was quiet. I woke up to so many Facebook alerts that were telling me that so many of you had posted on my Facebook to wish me a happy birthday, in Stitch Mania, in the Stitcher's Coven, on Instagram. You guys were incredible. So thank you. Thank you for taking a you know, a little minute or so out of your day to think of me and let me know that you were, because I really appreciate it. So yeah, so birthday happened. Other than that, it's been quiet. It's not quiet here though, so if you hear banging or anything, I don't know if you guys can hear it, but it's the upstairs neighbors, who I call Thumper and Bam Bam, because I swear they just stomp through the house. I don't know why. I mean, these floors are crap, you know, very much they're crap. But yeah, so if you can hear it, I apologize, but not a thing I can do about it. Okay, so I have my one whip. I have two FOs. I'm gonna put this coffee down because, yeah, I'm gonna grab this stuff and put it over here. And I'm gonna move my leg before my foot completely falls asleep. Okay, whip. I'm gonna show that first because I can get it out of the way. It's my Heaven and Earth. It is The Witch's Apprentice by Lisa Parker. This is part of the sorry, the Horrorween Sal. This is part of my Dark October. Yeah, so this is going to be I'm going to fit this in as many Sals as I possibly can. This is my main piece for Dark October. This is my main piece for Horrorween, and any other Sal. My friend Carrie and I were doing a Lisa Parker Sal. She has since finished her Heaven and Earth, but she has more. So it's fine. So this is where I am. Hold on, let me check my little book. Okay, so this is day 96 of the 100 days of Hade, and yeah, so we're coming up on the end. I'm gonna keep going because, you know, I'm gonna finish this till it's done. This is where we're at. I've been filling in this stuff over here. You know, working on that. This is like the part of the curtain The cat's starting to come together. Like, you can see where his body's gonna be, right? You can see it. There was more black over here than I thought. The last time I showed it, I'm like, I don't think there's much 310 on there. It was that much 310 that was on there, so yeah. But yeah, and you know, Kyle, in your last video, you were saying about people stitching heids and not gridding. I don't do that. I don't do that. I mean, I get it. I get it. I totally get it. I understand. And you know what? I would probably make less mistakes. Knock on wood, because I'm going to do that. I've not had an issue. I mean, I've ran into maybe a couple little, but it was nothing that I couldn't just, you know, take care of on the spot quickly. But yeah, I don't grid, and I don't do the extreme cross country where you do the whole pattern of the, no. No, I just work usually a page at a time. I mean, for this, I've worked the 3 pages across. So I think there's 12 pages total, 4 rows of 3. So actually, I think the last 3 pages aren't full pages. But yeah, so I do page at a time. But when I'm working like this, I will do cross country for the 3. But yeah, I don't grid, and I know that that's sort of like playing Russian roulette, but yeah, it's worked for me so far. So that's where the Witch's Apprentice is in the 100 Days of Hate. So we're coming up on the end of that, which is bizarre. I can't believe that I've been working on that for 96 days. Like, that's incredible to me. I mean, I did these little smalls, which is what I'm going to show. These are my FOs. They didn't take any time to bang out, but I still thought, well, you know, I'm gonna keep doing this. I'm gonna put at least 1 stitch in this. No, because I have to put like 100 stitches in or whatever, because I can't put it down, and it's a problem. So that is that. The little, they're smalls, you know, face it, they're smalls. These are actually gifts, though. I'm using this as part of my Dark October and part of my Halloween because, again, these sales are right up my dark alley, and yeah, I love stitching this kind of stuff, so works for me. These were originally supposed to be a gift for my ex-husband's daughter. Right? Okay. His daughter with his current fiance. I assume they're engaged at this point. I think. His significant other. We'll go with that. Yeah, they have a little girl who's 4, Savannah. So, you know, Halloween's a big deal to me, and I usually like to send cards and gifts and stuff to the kids. Well, I did these for Savannah. I showed them to Sierra, and Sierra's like, I like those. Okay. No, I mean, I really like those. So apparently what was supposed to be for a 4-year-old is now going to a 19-year-old. But as my friend Ava pointed out, at least my talents are recognized and appreciated. So this one, these are both from the Just Cross Stitch 2012 Halloween issue. And this one is called Pumpkin Buddy. Larry and Lacey Flowers, I think, are the designer. Can you see through that? Should I put something behind it? I mean, I'm behind it, and, you know, who knows. Will this work? Yeah, I guess. Okay, yeah, so that's Pumpkin Buddy. I changed it. There's none of the called for colors. I even changed, there's like a little leaf. I don't know. Because, you know, my original plan was it's going to a 4-year-old, so whatever. But yeah, so I just changed up a little bit, didn't use any of the called for. It's on a scrap piece of black Ada, and yeah, with random floss. I mean, I have a bag or a couple of bags of like just random floss, and I don't know if this is DMC. I don't know if it's who's the other one? JP Coats? Is that a thing? I don't know. My sister-in-law had picked me up a couple of bags of just floss from, I don't know, it's like a yard sale or something like that. And she gave it to me, and I just use out of there what I need. So, yeah, so that was Pumpkin Buddy. And then this one, I'll just go ahead and put him on here. This one's called Batty Jack, and this one's by Casey Bonagorio. You guys know Casey. So this is Batty Jack. Originally, apparently, it said 2012 because it was in that, but I changed it to 2018. I made the bats sparkly. Again, this is not, I mean, there was more to this, if I recall. No, it's going to a 4-year-old. And even though now it's going to a 19-year-old, Sierra, I'm not changing that for you. So yeah, again, just scrap Ada, random floss. I do know that the sparkly stuff is the DMC. No, it's not DMC. It's from Dimensions Kit. Leftover kits. What is that called? It's not blending filament. You guys know. The sparkly stuff. Dimensions. Sparkly stuff. So yeah, those were my 2 FOs. And they were going to a 4-year-old, and now they're going to a 19-year-old. I do have plans for the 4-year-old though. So, yeah. So that was FOs. So that's what I've been doing. That's the whip. That's the FOs. This is the coffee. This has pumpkin spice creamer in it because I'm basic that way. It's really good though. So this will take me into gifts and random mail that was so generously sent to me. I think I have everything. I want to say that I do, and if I do not, I'm gonna be kind of mad because I just spent like half an hour gathering things. This is going to be in no order of how I received anything, because I've been keeping them in a safe spot so that I could show these on here, and when I picked it up, I don't know, if it's in order or not. I did try to keep all the cards with everything though, so I can know who sent what. So the first thing I'm going to show, I had a birthday. Yep, told you that. And Heaven and Earth Designs was having a sale, right? So, because they're moving into an actual shop, I think that's what it was. It was a 50% off sale, y'all. So it doesn't matter why. And Sean had been asking me, what did I want for my birthday? And I'm like, dude, I really don't know, because, when you're a little kid, you can come up with like lists of stuff. Like you have a list when you're 6 months out. You have a list. There's lots of things that I want, not very many things that I need at all. But I'm indecisive, as you know. I'm very indecisive, and just when I think that I've, okay, yeah, definitely I want that, then I change my mind, because I'm like, yeah, but what about this other thing? And yeah. So he had kept asking me, what I wanted for my birthday. And I'm like, you know, you give me stuff all the time for just because you really don't need to do this. I want to. Okay. Well, I was looking through Hade's website because doesn't everybody just do this from time to time? So I was looking through and I came across this pattern, and this is also by Lisa Parker. And I looked for the mini because the Witch's Apprentice is a mini, and you know, it's not what you think of when you think of mini. They didn't have a mini in this, but as soon as I saw it, I was like, I need that, because it has everything that is just me in this pattern. So if you follow me on Instagram or you're friends with me on Facebook or whatever, you've seen this. So this is the one. This is Rise of the Witches, and I mean, right. So we have the black cat, which, you know, all black cats I call Amity because, you know, if you've been here before, Amity. So, you know, you have this gorgeous black cat, and then the crystal ball with the witch inside, and hello, and the pentacle at the top, and that beautiful green. And when I was first looking at it, I thought, you know what, I could stitch this on black, and yeah, I'm not going to stitch this on black. There's no way in hell. So I will be stitching all of that. But yeah, this will get done one day. If not in this lifetime, hopefully in my next life. I also enjoy stitching because this is going to have to go with me there because I'll probably never get this done in this one. But I mean, isn't it gorgeous? Isn't it gorgeous? It is. So, thank you, Sean. He doesn't know he's got to kit it up yet. That's going to be for Christmas. That's going to happen. So, my friend Maria had contacted me on Facebook, and she said, you know, hey, do you have a wish list on Hade? And I'm like, yeah. And she's like, okay, well, you still have the same email address? And, okay. So, Maria lost her mind because she got not one, not two, not three, but 4 Hade charts for me. Thankfully, these are all mini. Thank you, Maria. So, for some reason, these did not print out the best. That other picture was printed off the same printer with the same ink, you know, everything, nothing's been changed. And that turned out pretty good. But these didn't come out so great. I cannot pronounce this first designer's name. I'm going to show the picture if y'all want to give it a go. Cool. But this is Mini Enchanted Seamstress, and this reminds me of Stevie Nicks. It reminds a lot of people of Stevie Nicks, and you know, I have a Stevie Nicks fixation. So this is what she looks like, and there's the designer's name. So not even gonna give that a go. But yeah, so this is what she looks like, and she's gorgeous, and I love everything in this picture, everything in it. And you can see how big these minis are, right? So yeah, but Maria also finds Stevie Nicks enjoyable, and so it's perfect, right? And the one I've had on my wish list forever, I mean, like, since I mean, even before I ever stitched a Hade, even thought that I would stitch a Hade, from hearing everybody here on Flosstube and stuff mention Heaven and Earth, I went over to peruse the site, as you do, because clearly I do this a lot. And this has been on my wish list the longest, and I just love her. And this is by Bridget Ashwood, And this is the Gray Lady. And I just, I fell in love with her immediately upon seeing her. Like, I just thought everything in here, again, is perfect. It's just perfect. This screams Amy. It just screams my name. And Maria was like, yeah, girl, I got you. So that happened. And then these last two, also by Lisa Parker, because I clearly have a problem with her. Like, a good problem, but a problem nonetheless. This is Mini Midnight Vigil. Again, the pictures didn't print out all that great, but you get the gist, right? Like this gorgeous Amity cat. Because, you know, I'm just going to start calling black cats Amity cats. Sitting in the window with the candle and I mean, it's perfect. It goes perfectly with the Witch's Apprentice. I mean, it's like, it's kind of like it's its sister thing. And I have a whole idea of how I want to frame these all over my house. I mean, I don't have a house yet, but when I do, because, you know, by the time I finish stitching these, I better have a house. It's probably going to be a nursing home. But hopefully they let me hang artwork. But, yes, so that is Mini Midnight Vigil by Lisa Parker. And you guys have seen this because I do think, oh, I know a few people in Stitcher's Coven are stitching this, and I believe Carrie did this in an ornament style, so you know, the round. This is Mini the Witching Hour. So again, an Amity cat with the witch books and the moon in the back, and it's just Amy, and Amy is going to stitch this one day. And I mean, it's just incredible. It's just incredible. I love this woman's artwork. I really truly do. I just, you know, I really truly do. So thank you, Maria. You didn't have to do that at all, but I am so thankful that you did. Wow. I mean, you know, but the only problem is looking at these. I mean, there's 5 hay charts sitting there, right? And it's like, well, which one am I going to do next? Which one am I going to do next? Because, you know, now narrowing it down to choose is a little bit hard. So, yeah, I don't know. I truly don't know. Okay. That was that. Then Andrea from Stitching Shadows did a giveaway for her 999 subscribers, though she has surpassed that now, which she should have a long time ago. But yes, and I was one of the lucky winners, and I won this, I mean, again, this gorgeous postcard, because Salem, and she had actually taken a day trip to Salem, and this is actually from Salem. I mean, she didn't mail it from Salem, but, you know, she's in Massachusetts. Anyway, so, yeah, because everything about this is amazing. I love this. I love this. So, yep. I love how it says you were here. I wasn't. I want to be. Part of my soul is there, I believe. Really do. This card is, you know, Halloween card, because my friends are groovy like that and just send Halloween cards, because Halloween's better than Christmas. It's my Christmas. And this came from Christine from Stitch All the Things. Right? It's dimensional. It's incredible. It is so me. It has everything on here that I love. Yeah, and this actually came on my birthday, so I consider it a birthday present, because this is a gift. I mean, this is not just a card. This is a gift. Like, Look at that. So good. So good. So good. Okay. This card, you know, was having some rain days a little while ago, and back in September, maybe, and yeah, so my friend Grace sent me this gorgeous card to help cheer me up, and it did, and the card would have done plenty because the sentiments inside are amazing. But no, she was like, yeah, we're gonna cheer you right on up, and she sent this guy in there. I don't want to glare the hell out of you, so look at it this way. It's a gnome, y'all. You guys know me by now, and if you haven't and this is your first time, gnomes, they happen. They happen. They're everywhere. There's going to be a few that pop up in this video. So yeah, and it comes with a little charm. And how do you say this? Hindsight? Hindsight? You guys know. Look at him. He looks just like my little Wilford. You guys remember Wilford? He's up here. Like he's next to me. You can't see him though. But, so yes, this did bring me cheer. This brought me much cheer. Because I love that when people see gnomes, they think of me. Because, I mean, if I'm going to be associated with things, associate me with gnomes because love them. That's a lifelong love. Associate me with Jason because, I mean, you guys have been here. Associate me with black cats. Associate me with all of the skulls and the Halloween and the witches and the... Associate me with all of these things. This is me. And, so gnomes. Grace, every time she sees gnomes now, she just automatically, that's Amy. And she's so bright. Okay. My friend Beth Ann had stitched this up a while ago. I mean, like I said, these gifts have been accumulating for a while. She was always an Ada stitcher, and she decided that she was going to, you know, make her way into the world of even weave, and she loves it, and she stitches beautifully on it. But the first project I believe she did was by Little House Needleworks, and it's called Autumn Spice, and it was a freebie. I'm not going to show the actual chart, I'm going to show the picture. Autumn Spice. And, yeah, because fall, I have a thing for that too, you know. But the colors are gorgeous, and when she stitched it, I just fell in love, and I was like, oh god, the colors in that are so gorgeous. And her finish is gorgeous. So she sent me the chart. She also sent me the floss, right? So Classic Colorworks, the flosses for it. She said I might need a little bit more of the Autumn Spice color, but we'll see. We'll see. But I mean, these colors, guys, look at that. Look at that color. And yeah, and then she also sent me a piece of what she stitched it on, which is 28 count mushroom Lugana, because she wants me to give even weave a try. You guys know what mushroom Lugana looks like. I really didn't because I've never even held a piece of it. She wants me to give that a go, and I will try. I will try my best to do it. I'm an Ada girl. I'm an Ada girl, but I am going to give this a try because, like I said, her finish was gorgeous. And I think part of that was the fabric that she stitched it on because, I mean, her stitching is beautiful, but yes. So, thank you, Beth Ann for sending me that. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. I love autumn. I love autumn. Okay, now Lisa, the Silver Stitcher, my partner in crime and mischief. I have said it before that I love and adore that girl. We just have a special kind of bond. You know, she just went through something that I have also been through, and it's not a club that anyone wants to belong to. But we are partners in crime and mischief, and you know, grief and stuff. But it's not my story to tell. Lisa put up a video, a short clip on Flosstube. Has nothing to do with stitching. But if you follow her, she explains a little. But prior to us becoming partners in that arena, she had sent me a package, totally unexpected. She didn't even say like, hey, watch the mail, there's something coming. Nothing, just went to the mail and there was this package from Lisa. And when it comes from Lisa, I know that she gets me. So what was included was a piece of black Aida and a piece of raw linen Aida. I want to say I have used that. Like, that has been used. I have used that for... What did I use that for? Was it Mabon? I think that I stitched Mabon on that. Did I show you guys Mabon? I don't remember. I don't know. If you follow me on Instagram, it's there, though. Okay. So there was also this that came, because yeah, and I feel like I need this orange fabric. Like, I feel like I gotta have the orange fabric, because I think this orange fabric just makes this piece. It's beautiful. Black cats and pumpkins and ghosts and trees and a little charm with an owl. Can you see it? It is an owl, right? Okay, I don't want you guys to think I don't know my animals. It's an owl. I mean, it's adorable, right? So this is called Halloween Silhouette Ghost. Yeah, please. But I need orange fabric. I have to do it on orange fabric. Stony Creek, Halloween Banners 3. Because it's like we're twins, right? Me. Totally me. Yep. She smiles more than I do. Anyway, yeah, I've never had Stony Creek. I've never had anything Stony Creek before, so love this. Gonna do it. And I was just telling my mom not too long ago that I want to start making like ornament type things, like for Christmas and stuff, and for Halloween. I'm not gonna get to it this year. I have other stuff that that needs doing, but I kind of wanna do that, and these would be perfect for that. So I think I'm gonna do that. I've made mention that I've never beaded before, right? I've made mention of this. Christine Calico had sent me a mill hill to work on, maybe that beading thing, and I did promise to do that on Halloween, because if I fail, if it's a terrible, massive fail, at least there will be horror movies and Halloween candy. Which is gonna happen anyway. But Lisa was sort of like, never beaded, really? Okay. So these mill hills came. I mean, these are totally sisters. This is Mimi and Muriel. Mimi and Muriel. Right? They're beautiful. I love them. They're so whimsical and perfect. And yeah, there's beads because, you know, everybody in the free world has done a mill hill kit except me, right? But I mean, how adorable are they? Oh, just love them. So, that's Mimi and Muriel. Because no, she was like, yeah, there's beads in there, but we're going to go a step further. And she sent these tiny treasured diamond beaded kits. Yeah, by Mill Hill. And one is Pumpkin Duo and one is Kitty Witch. Okay, so the enticement is already there. So these are those. I mean, perfection. And they're not kidding, man, because oh my god. This is the only time I'm going to say that I'm so glad that my cats live with their dad and not with me, because there's going to be beads everywhere. There's going to be beads all over the house. I can already see it coming. So, thank you, Lisa. Girl, you know, and you're always in my thoughts. Always. Because, you know, partners in crime and mischief. But, yeah, especially so. And, I love you. And always around. Always around. Okay. And so, now, I'm going to try to pronounce this lady's name properly. I did look it up because I wasn't sure. It's spelled D-U-N-J-A. Okay. I looked it up. I think it's Dunya. She contacted me on Instagram and had said that she had the 2012 Just Cross Stitch Halloween issue and would I like to have it. And yes, because the only other magazine that I had was the Just Cross Stitch this year edition. Yeah, I think it was. That Danielle had sent me a while ago. We don't get the magazines around here. I don't get them, and I don't subscribe. And I've heard people say that they used to love Just Cross Stitch and that it was much better than it is now. I don't want to take the chance of subscribing, and it's sucking. So I don't subscribe, but you cannot buy them anywhere around here. So Dunya contacted me and said, you know, would you like to have it? And I said yes. So this is 2012. This is the one that the actually they're both on the front. There's Pumpkin Buddy, that's kind of what he's supposed to look like, and there's Batty Jack. So you can see I altered them. So yeah, so she had asked me if I wanted that, and yes, please. So, but seriously, the absolute best part, my name has never looked so good. I mean, she wrote that. That's so beautiful. This is an art form. This is totally an art form, and anyone who can do this calligraphy, I envy you, because I tried in school. They tried to teach us in art class or whatever. Oh no, massive fail for Amy. But look at that. I mean, I love this. And she made the card that went inside. I mean, she did this. You guys are so multi-talented. I cannot even. I can't with art. I can't. You're lucky you get a stick figure out of me, and they're always naked because I can't put clothes on them. But look at that. I mean, It's amazing. It's just amazing. So, Dunya, thank you. Thank you so much. Really? My name has never looked so good. Ever. Okay, so one of the members of the Stitchers Coven, my group on Facebook, Tina, she contacted me, and she had just gone to a retreat. I believe it was in Southern California. I think so. I think there was just a retreat that happened last weekend or something. She contacted me and said, hey, this was on the table at the retreat, and I picked it up, and I thought of you immediately, and did you want it? And it's like, well, yes, because she thought of me first and foremost, and why she thought of me when she saw this, I mean, yeah, so she was totally on the wavelength. She sent this gorgeous card with it. Beautiful, because Mother Moon and Father Sun, love. But it is this book, this magical needlework. And the best part about it is the author of this book is Dorothy Morrison. Dorothy Morrison is a witch, and she was my neighbor for a while. She is a personal friend of mine. So the funny thing is, though, I've known Dorothy for 4 years, maybe 4 years. I had no idea. I mean, I have her other books, like her witchcraft books and stuff. I had no idea that she even had a needlework book. So, but it is different needle arts. I mean, it's not just cross stitch. There's quilting in here. There's crochet, I believe. Yes, crochet, knitting. All different kinds of beautiful needle works in here. So yeah, like, so Tina, seriously, you couldn't have nailed it better. And Dorothy's been popping up, the synchronicities are very strange. She's been popping up quite a bit lately, and I think that's the universe's way of saying, hey girl, you haven't talked to Dorothy in a while, maybe you should give her a shout. She just moved to New Orleans. Well, she moved outside of New Orleans. She was living in Maryland, which was where we were neighbors, and her and her husband decided to buy a house in Louisiana. So she's lived there before. She's lived everywhere, but yeah, she decided to do that, and I miss her. But she's an incredible person. I really look up to her. I've learned so much from her, and now I'm going to learn different needlework techniques because, yeah, and I mean, stitching, all of that. Okay, so my friend Laura, I got this in the mail from Laura today. This card, handmade, because you guys, with the card making, seriously, I have the patience to stitch. I don't have the patience for this kind of stuff. I don't. But I mean, it's gorgeous. And again, you know, it's multi-dimensional. It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. And yeah. She had stitched this a while ago, and this is in an issue of cross stitch and needlework. Is that what it is? She has a turn to the page, so let me see if I can find the cover. Yeah, cross stitch and needlework. So this is October of 1999. Really? Wow. Okay. Yeah. But she had stitched this piece a while ago, and I love it. And she was like, yeah, okay, well, now you can stitch it too. So she sent this to me as my birthday present because, again, witches, me. It's the association thing. I love it. I love it. So, yes, I love it. I really do. I love this one here. I love her. Like, she just has that sass. I love her. This one has, look at that smile on her. Up to no good. Up to no good. Which is probably why Laura thought of me. Thank you, Laura. Okay, so my friend Ava from Truly Wicked Crafts, she decided that she was also going to do something for my birthday. She overdid for my birthday, because she's just a wonderfully talented human being, and I love her. And if you guys are not watching her on Flosstube, you need to, because she's awesome. She's like one of my soul sisters. It was like, you know, we were totally cut from the same cloth. So in the package was an Amity cat, because Amity cat with the pumpkins and yep, Amity cat, beautiful. And on the envelope, she hand drew this. Seriously? Seriously. I love it. I love it. It's incredible. And she made this. Like, she made this. It's a needle minder. It's Jason, you guys. Seriously. I mean, we already have an Amity cat. We have a witch. We have Jason. We've talked about this, right? I squealed so bad when I opened that Sean thought, I think Sean thought that I was having a breakdown. This gorgeous bag with all of the amazing sugar skulls. It's got the flat bottom. It's got a handle. It's beautifully lined. I mean, and it's deep. Like, and I love these kind that stand up like this. I love this. Sean's like, well, I can carry that as a purse. And I'm like, I will. Because for some reason, I don't know why, I barely carry a purse, but yet I have so much junk in my purse that, why? Why do I have all these things in my purse? But that would definitely hold this, yeah, that would hold all of it. I'm not going to say anything, I'm just going to show it. She made this. I mean, his name is Thurston. She didn't give him a name. He came nameless. Once they get with me, they get named. Yeah, this is Thurston because he arrived on a Thursday, and I'm just that original. But guys, seriously, I mean, oh my god. He has a little mushroom, too. A little mushroom. I mean, she did this, like, I can't get over the talent that, I just can't. I can't. I mean, she's so talented. Ava, you know, because I sent you, like, a humongous message on Facebook when I received it, and holy crap, it's amazing. Okay, then from the amazing wonderful, um, illustrious Jessie Marie. It took me a minute to stop crying over this. I'm literally crying. Because, you know, for somebody to get you the way that Jessie gets me, it's rare. She had contacted me and said, you know, there's something coming for you. Okay. Birthday. Okay. Got it today, and it was a little heavy, and I thought, what did she do, you know? What she did was this. See, Jessie, I told you, it's huge. But it says Felicity, and it's a pentacle, and it's for coffee. I mean, it came with tea. It really did come with tea, which I am going to drink. This is raspberry tea. So this did come. I drink tea when it becomes winter. That's like my kind of comfort thing, that and hot chocolate. And it also came with this because right. And a little piece of candy, and the card from the place where she received it, if you guys want to look it up. I will show you the card. Is that too close? Am I, like, you guys all, I mean, you're not that blind, right? So this is where she got it from, Anita Apothecary. But guys, I mean, really, Jessie, again, long-winded message as it was, I meant every single word that I said to you. I don't want to start to cry on this video. But I mean, really, and this just is, it's so incredible. It's so incredible. And for somebody to just get it, and all of you get it. You know, everything there is me. It's so me, and I could not be more appreciative. I really could not. I love this. I love this. It's huge. It's humongous. Okay, and last but absolutely by no means least, I took down a couple of my videos, I think 2, 3, and 4, 4, 5, and 6, something like that. I think it was 2, 3, and 4. For reasons. It was directing people over to a former group that I'm no longer a part of, and I want no parts of it. But it was directing people there, because when people were finding me, you know, as we do, particularly if people don't have a lot of videos, you start from the beginning, and okay. So people were then going over there, which I don't want to lead anybody to that train wreck. So, so I took them down. That means that the video where I show, I think, my finishes, like all of my finishes ever, that's gone, and the one where I talked about Jake's passing is gone. That video was way too personal, and for, you know, not because, oh, it was too personal to put on Flosstube. No, of course it wasn't too personal to put on Flosstube. It was just, I don't want my son's name associated with other people that I discussed in that video, and I don't expect that to make sense. And if you guys know what's been going on in the community, you'll get it. But yeah, either way. So I believe that the video that I showed this particular finish on, the FO, is no longer there, but it is a Ouija board that was designed by Megan from Witchy Stitch Art, because I told you I mention her in every single video. You guys thought I wasn't going to mention her, right? She's mentioned. But I had stitched up on Black Ada with Victoria Motto floss in Grape Hyacinth and some Silver Lining floss from DMC. And I had said that I wanted to finish it in a breakfast tray, but that it would never happen because, you know, I'm not big on the FFO. Well, Audrey from Stitchy Witch 42 contacted me and said, hey, call me. Okay. So I called her. This was, oh Lord, summertime. Early summertime, I believe. And she says, hey, I saw your video and I was, you know, just out shopping around as I do, and I found something that would be perfect. If you're willing to send me your finish, I will FFO it for you. Okay. Yeah. So it took me forever to send it. That's why, I mean, you know, yes, this happened back in summer. It didn't take Audrey this long. It took me that long to send it because I either would forget to, you know, get to the post office or forget to, you know, forget to remember anything, right? So forget to remember. Yep, I used to write, people. I used to write. Anyway, so I did. I sent it to her. And then, you know, with stuff that was going on in her own life, you know, it took a little bit. She kept saying, hey, I'm getting to that. Girl, please, take your time. You're doing me a favor. Well, I got it. If you guys follow Audrey on Instagram, you've seen this. You've seen the pictures. There's going to be a glare, and I know there's going to be a glare, so bear with me on that. First of all, she had sent this, you know, sheet explaining how she did everything and all of that, because I can totally clean it and totally do my, or change the piece out if I want to. She did some very personal things on there, added personal touches on there for me. That means something to me. Runes. And because she gets it, you know, she gets it. She's a witchy lady. This thing is heavy. But I wanted it in a breakfast tray. Audrey put it in a breakfast tray. You can see this, right? You guys are gonna have glare. I'm sorry. It's incredible, right? I mean, it's incredible. She painted this. I mean, if you've, like I said, if you've seen her Instagram, you've seen the process. You know, so my stitching, but incredible. And there's legs that come down because, you know, it's a breakfast tray. She had done the runes on all four legs. Amy, Sean, Jake, and Sierra, and words associated with those. I mean, right? I cried for a very good long time upon receiving this because I know how much work she put into this. And, you know, her husband and her son helped with some things. And there's just not words, really. The personal touches on there, the runes. The fact that she, you know, she included my husband and both of my kids. Um, you know, and words that are associated with that. And she covered it all in her note. Seriously, this is the most amazing. I mean, you know, when you think I want to finish it in a breakfast tray. This is totally above and beyond. She had such a vision for it and put it into play, and it turned out better than I could have ever imagined or expected. So Audrey, thank you. Thank you for doing that for me. The time and the effort and the thoughts and the love that went into this. I can't thank you enough. I mean, all of you guys. I mean, you guys saw this. This is an hour-long video. What did I talk about? 1 whip, 2 little FOs, and the rest have all been gifts. I mean, you guys have been amazing to me. All you guys that are members of the Stitchers Coven, that support me and that say such nice things to me and about me, and you'll just never know how much it means to me when people say that they love it there and that they appreciate me and what I do over there. Guys, no. There wouldn't be a place if there wasn't you. So, you know, you guys that are participating in the sales and who just want to be part of, you know, the Coven, and who follow the Coven on Instagram and me on Instagram, and just the fact that you guys support me and you say such things. I'm crying, really. You know, that when you guys do see a gnome, or you see a cat, or, you know, you see a witch, or coffee, you know, these things, you just never think that people are paying that much attention, and they are, and they get to know you. I mean, Audrey does not know me in real life. We've never met, but she knows me through these videos and through just regular conversation in the Coven. You know, Jessie does not know me in real life, you know, but she gets this, and Ava and Grace and Beth Ann and Laura and Lisa and you know, who am I forgetting? Dunya, and, you know, just all of you, all of you. You guys mean a lot to me. You really, really do. I'm so happy to be part of this community. I'm so happy that I get to call so many of you my friends, because you are, whether or not I've ever hung out with you in real life, whether or not I've ever been able to give you a hug, you know, because I'm a hugger. I'm gonna do that. But, you know, when you just, you're my friends, you know, you're my friends, and I don't know. I'm so happy. I'm just so happy that you guys are here. So, okay. Anyway, I think that's all, because really, yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, apparently I found the setting on my phone that makes me record more, because this is over an hour. I'm so sorry. Yeah, so I'm not going to say when I'm going to be back because normally it's a month. This was only 2 weeks. Podcasts. Last podcast on the left. Guys, it's so good, and it's Halloween time, so they're doing like really cool stuff. What else have I been listening to? My Favorite Murder is still, that's good. They just put out a new episode yesterday. That one was really good. Wow. Corpse Club. Crime Junkie is one that I just found not too overly long ago. I binged that whole thing. That was amazing. That's really, really good. So if you like true crime, that one's good. Yeah, I don't know. I've just been going back and listening to old episodes of Last Podcast on the Left because I can't quit. I can't quit it. I can't. So I just listened to the Amytiville episodes last night, and they're just hilarious. They're so hilarious. But if you offend easily, Last Podcast on the Left is not for you. Just saying. I mean, I guess if you can handle... No, not even if you can handle My Favorite Murder line of offensive. I don't know that Last Podcast is necessarily for you. But if you don't and you enjoy... I don't even know what's offensive content, then I guess you would find that enjoyable. Okay, seriously, that is it. This did go to hell. Oh God, this is like the Jason movie. Okay, I'm gonna go. I love you guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. Yeah, I'll be back soon at some point. We'll see. Gonna finish that hate. Well, I'm not gonna finish that hate. I'm gonna finish the challenge. That I'm gonna do. Okay. Yeah, because we have Samhain coming. So the primitive hair freebie thing is gonna happen for the wheel. So Sabbath Sal on Instagram. Amy and Michelle do a thing. Hashtag Amy and Michelle do a thing. And yeah, so that's going to happen. I'm going to probably do a couple of more of these smalls. And, because I have stuff I have to stitch for a 4-year-old now that my 19-year-old took it. Enough babbling. Okay, guys, I will talk to you soon. Thanks for hanging out with me. Blessed be. And till later, I'll see ya.